Welcome to another Cardano update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. So right now we're getting a bounce, which makes sense because yesterday we talked about this 1-2-1-2 setup. I told you that usually when we have a 1-2-1-2 setup on the chart, that's when the chart starts a third wave because that's how Elliott wave works. And right now I believe we are in the third wave, in the much bigger third wave of this one too. However, I don't think it's completed. I think of this third wave we only have a 1-2-3 setup, which could be completed because we got to the 1618 of this one too, meaning right now we're waiting for a fourth wave at some point, and then a fifth wave should complete the white third wave. After that we're gonna need an ABC for the much bigger white fourth wave, and the fifth wave to the upside could put us above the second wave high right there. We don't really have to do that because it doesn't really matter in the short term at least, but it would be nice to at least break above 87.3 cents in the short term because that's the 618 resistance level on the chart. You know, if we break above this, it's gonna tell us that the low might already be in because this resistance level is for a supposed fourth wave to the downside, meaning this structure to the downside is not completed, meaning this was not actually the low, and this what we have right here on the chart is only a 1, 2, 3, 4 setup, and we're gonna get a fifth wave to the downside very soon. If that is the case, we are probably gonna get rejected at 87.3 cents. However, if we get above that level, it's gonna tell us that maybe we have already bottomed over here exactly at the bull market support band, because honestly, that could be the case. We did get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup. Now let's quickly look at the Ethereum chart for a second. The Ethereum chart has the exact same structure as the ADA chart, but the difference between these charts is that Ethereum actually got to the C-wave targets. As you can see, we got exactly to the 1618, and we are even above some previous local highs. For example, these ones right here. I have to say this again, we just started October, and October is usually a good month for Bitcoin. On average, it goes up about 30%. That's what I told you a couple of days ago, and a couple of days ago, Bitcoin was down here somewhere. It just had a test of the bull market support band, and well, as you can see, we are already going up. I think this is going to continue going up because that's what Bitcoin does in October. So going to the Bitcoin dominance chart, this is still going sideways right now. It is in an uptrend, however, it's not really getting the bounce that I was expecting it to get in September. Usually we get something much bigger, but this cycle has been a bit, let's just say, disappointing, which is not bad by any means, because this means that Bitcoin dominance is weak, which usually leads to a Bitcoin dominance drop. But it's surprising because I was expecting a move to the bull market support band, which by the way can still happen because, well, Bitcoin is going up right now and Ethereum is not really going up as much as Bitcoin, at least not yet. So I think if we actually start going up more on the Bitcoin chart, this could lead to a much bigger Bitcoin dominance rally, which could put us above the bull market support band or maybe at the bull market support band. So also, before I talk about the ADA chart again, I want to quickly mention the weekly RSI on the Bitcoin dominance chart, which I mentioned yesterday, but here we're about to test that moving average, and this is very important because if we close above it, we could be in a situation like where we were over here. For example, we broke below the moving average on the RSI, we stayed below it for many weeks. That's what gave us this move to the downside over here, but then after that we broke back above the moving average, and as you can see we stayed above it, and that's what gave us new cycle highs. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts, and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.